Hello and welcome back to Together We Mend. If you've been here before and if you haven't, I am so glad and so grateful that you have found this page, and I hope that we can in some small way mend a little bit together. So this week I want to explore the parts of grief that nobody really talks about. It's so many areas of our lives, like we touched upon in several weeks, that affect our lives. So one of them is anger. And if you are not normally an angry person, and to have this bubbling anger for no apparent reason coming up and in situations that is very unwelcome, it is so normal. And it's so normal to get angry with other people. To get angry with other people, you might not express it to other people, but you feel anger. And you feel anger because your life is in complete disarray and other people's lives seemingly seems to be so put together and seems to be so normal. And of course, we feel like nothing is normal. We feel like everything is just thrown up in the air. It's like you got a bunch of puzzle pieces and everything is just jumbled up and it falls down on the floor, and you're just meant to be able to piece it all together piece by piece. And that can be a sense of frustration and anger that is very, very debilitating, because when we're angry we can't really live through in the way we are meant to live through. And another one is jealousy. And jealousy is really, really difficult, because it's not like we want to take anything away from anyone else, but it's that we feel like we have lost so much, and so much that we cannot claim back again. We can't get it back. So for example, if you might have lost, like us, lost a child, then it's really, really difficult maybe to see other friends with a full family where they have all the children, where they have the whole unit together still. And deep down inside, you just know that something is missing in my family. My family doesn't look like it once did. And that can be so difficult. And that jealousy is something that I think is a matter of, or at least for me, it's a matter of just acknowledging it and knowing that, okay, I feel like this, and it doesn't come from a bad place. It's just a matter of that we have lost something very precious, and that is not to take lightly. Another one is feeling numb. And I don't know if any of you have felt numb in this situation, because feeling numb, I spoke to someone earlier today, and I felt, if I thought before what it would be like losing a child, I thought I would be laying on the floor crying and not being able to stop crying. And the reality was quite different. It was a numbness that I know now has protected me, but also is outwardly, it doesn't look like it's the normal way to grieve or normal way to react. So it can maybe look from the outside like it looks like the person is cold, or that the person is not feeling those emotions. But on the contrary, when you feel numb, it's nearly like it's locked in your body, that you're locking in all those emotions and they just can't come out. It's not like you don't want them to come out, they can't, because you're numbed off completely. And little by little, so be rest assured that if you do feel like that, if you're sitting in that moment when you feel like, I feel so numb, I don't know what to do with this, try not to panic over it. Try not to think, I must get out of this. One big thing is maybe the same thing as with anger, is to acknowledge, okay, I do feel numb, and maybe sit with that and allow that numbness, just allow it to be. And just see, eventually it might just disperse, but also with a numbness can sometimes be that you might want to reach out to someone to help you unlock that numbness, because that is exceptionally debilitating, as we all know. And another big thing is this feeling when people complain about things, and they complain about things that you feel is very minor, it's very trivial, and you just think, why on earth are they complaining about such a small thing, when we know that they are very lucky. They're very lucky, for example, to be able to complain about maybe their child not cleaning up after themselves, or I don't know what it might be. But it can be those small things, they can be a real irritation. And that's of course not in a mean way at all. It's just the fact that we feel like our lives has been ripped apart. And another thing can be also that you might feel like you are forgotten. You might feel like you're forgotten when everybody else seems to be moving on, moving forward with their lives. And you just feel stuck in the moment. You feel stuck where you have lost a person, if you lost a child, if you, whatever it is you've been going through, you feel stuck. Everybody else seems to just get on with their lives. And that can be frustrating, it can be triggering, and it is just something that comes with the territory. So if you do feel like that, don't feel like that is not normal. It is perfectly normal. You are not alone. With all these things that we have gone through, with the anger, the irritation, the jealousy, the numbness, all the things that we've gone through today, it is perfectly normal. Don't feel like you are the only one in the whole world feeling like this, because you simply are not. You are not the only one. And there will be more people in the future feeling like that, and there's more people in the past having felt like that. So with that, I would like to just say, if you feel like you would like to reach out, I will leave my email in the comments. So if anyone feel like they want to reach out, please do so. And otherwise, I will see you in the next episode. Thank you.